Right then. Everything should be set up, I believe. We do this and that one. No, this level. That one should be like that. Yes, alright, any second now. If I've set it up correctly. Should you be getting up? Yes, there he is. Alright then. Hello?
Hi.
Alright then, let me bring you out of here.
Alright.
I think, yes, so I think I've got everything set up properly.
Good.
So, the plan should go. Do you want to see around?
Yeah,
Alright,
show me around.
Let me show you around. Quick, follow me out here and I'll show you all the place. Alright then, so that's the base. I think that's everything that you wanted me to do.
Yeah, everything looks good. Have you found him? Do you know where he's at?
Yes, the intel was correct. So the actual base itself is right over there. I set up like really close by. It's just over there, just a little ways. And actually, right now I've got the account that you made. Whatever he calls it, his AFK account. It's over there doing just watching the place to make sure nothing's happening.
Okay. Yeah, that works out. Have you is the trap any work done on the trap?
No, I was waiting because you told me to wait for you to get here to do that.
Yep, good. All right, so I did. Yeah, I went back. The clone should be showing up on here at any second, and then we just have to wait for stuff to get a little bit weird, and then we can set the trap up, and we'll get both of them. Did you set up for the clone, right?
Yes. There's machinery in here set up somewhere for to make sure nothing goes wrong when he first arrives. So the world should be stable for long enough for us to finish our plan.
All right then. I guess we just have to wait and find a place to set up the trap. This better work. I'm not gonna let everything go to waste.
Hello everyone, my name is Bangboomme and welcome back to another episode of BlockSMP Season 4. This is episode 6, I do believe, and we're starting things off over here once again at our wonderful little farm area that we've been working on over the last couple of episodes. You can see we got many iron golems still spawning and possibly lots of stuff down there too, I'm not sure. Haven't checked recently, but what I want to do first, before I get to work on anything over here or anywhere else, what I want to do first is go over and check on the shops, because I haven't done that in a while, and then talk to you guys about something else that's happening on this server that many of you guys may already know about, but just, be informative and all that. Alright then, flying on in over... There's a new thing built over here. What is this? Ah, I believe this is it's supposed to be a 2023 sign, but it looks like Sonic put an extra 2 in there. Might have to fix that one for him. But anyway, our shop. There's slime faces here. But what have we... Oh, we have made some diamonds. A couple more golden carrots. And some elytra! Very nice. I now have only 3 elytra, and I believe that I'm kind of running low on elytra, so I might have to do an end raid soon. But anyway, and now on to other things that are happening on the server, which are taking place in the nether. So you guys may not have seen, our nether hub is kind of non-existent. It's just a bunch of little holes cut around through the netherrack. But I actually believe this kind of made it into the last episode. Sonic has begun work on the nether hub, and so the two of us have done some work over here digging out. We've got this massive hole that we're planning to dig out. All of this, all the way from way over there to way over there. And down here, we've cleared out so much lava. We did a whole live stream and then just done so much work off camera, just cleaning out lava. And we're going to have to dig out the rest of this. So look forward to some... that impression looks very weird in third person while flying. look forward to possibly some streams. Keep your eyes peeled. I may stream on my channel doing this digging work. So keep your eyes peeled for streams at some point, possibly in the future. Of course, it depends when this video comes out, if it's future or not. And yeah, I am planning to just do a whole lot of digging around here as part of this project. I worked on my ender chest a little bit more and got my tool shulker box all fully set up, and then this one with a bunch of just backup sets of gear as well as some fire protection stuff. So yeah, that's just some stuff that's happened in between episodes. But without any further ado, all the explanation and information and all that kind of fun stuff out of the way, let's get on to what we're going to do this episode. And the first thing that I think I want to do is add a couple more farms around here. So let's see, what do we have? We've already done the gold farm. We've done the squid farm. Kelp farm, flower farm. Let's do the, like, just all the ones on here. All 4 of these. They're not that big. They'll be pretty easy to do. So let me get the areas marked out for those, and I will begin work on getting all of those done. What is in these chests? All the junk. I need to move all this. All right, I got the platforms all marked out, ready to go. This will be the cactus farm. This will be the cocoa bean farm, and this will be the sea pickle farm. That's sugarcane farm over there. It's just 4 small little things. You guys know, I assume you guys know how all these farms work. So I'm just gonna kind of jump through it and, you know, just speedy zip build everything super fast and, you know, get it all done with as few cuts and stuff as necessary. I just hit pause and I realized I'm at 200 hours. So, you know, look at me go. I'm the first person to get to 200 hours. Take that, everyone else who's not at 200 hours currently, which is everyone. Aha, I am the best. The cactus farm is in, and as a matter of fact, we have our first 2 cactus, so we can expand this thing just a little bit more. Look at that cow over there in the past mob farm. So now that this is done, we got all this going. We slowly just expand out the cactus over here. Now on to the rest of the farms. For the cocoa bean farm, I don't think we're gonna do all that much fanciness. There's gonna be no redstone to this thing, actually, because I don't think I even need to have... I'm not gonna put in the pistons that move the wood up and down to knock all the cocoa beans off automatically. I'm just gonna have it fully manual. It'll be fine. I'm probably never gonna harvest this thing once it gets fully filled up. Well, it may not be the cleanest bit of redstone that I've ever done, but I do believe that it does work. It's real simple. Hopper minecart down there, run into some hoppers, run all the pickles down there, and then up here we've got some pistons pushing down. That's all coral blocks underneath there, and then the dispenser dispensing bone meal onto the sea pickles themselves. And then up here, the redstone is a complete and utter disaster. But, you know, if you want to look at it, you can totally look at it and take it and use it on your own. But I'll warn you, it's probably not the most efficient thing ever, so you can probably look up and find better tutorials elsewhere. But I'm happy with it. So now we've only got 1 out of the 4 things that we said we were going to do. The sugarcane farm. And then we'll get off and doing other stuff. It has been a long time since I've recorded on here. It's been like, I think almost like a month at this point, or maybe slightly over a month. I'm not sure. It's been a long time. I'm not entirely sure what I was doing. I think that's supposed to be a sugarcane farm. Yeah, the cocoa bean farm and sea pickle farm and now sugarcane farm. So that's, yeah, I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I hope it is anyway, because I went off and I got a whole bunch of stuff. If you look in this box here, I made a stack of observers, a stack of pistons, so we can actually build this thing all the way up. So without any further ado, that's what I'm gonna do, and hopefully that's what I was supposed to do. So I'll be right back. Alright then, we've now got Le Sugarcane... What was I even trying to say? Le Sugarcane farm completely finished, and it's starting to ramp up a little bit. This is very good. When I first started, I only had enough sugarcane to do the bottom row and like a little bit of that one. So we're slowly getting it all filled in, and then it'll probably put out way too much sugarcane, and I'll never use it all, and it'll just overflow the storage and cause problems. But that's besides the point. It's in, it's done, and I'm happy with how the farm itself turned out. I'm not sure how I feel about the lights up there. They look kind of like eye stalks or feelers or something, and they're kind of creepy, and I don't know if I like them. But anyway, for the actual sugarcane farm itself, you might be wondering how exactly this is set up, because usually people put observers up there on the third block on top of the pistons. Well, I first saw Tango Tech do this a while back. He put the observers down at the bottom, so they detect every time the sugarcane tries to grow, not just when it actually grows. When it tries to grow, it activates, fires all the pistons. So the pistons fire a lot more frequently, which is probably laggier. But it's so small, it probably won't add up. Hopefully, um, yeah, the observers detect anytime the sugarcane attempts to grow, every time it gets ticked. And then if it actually does grow, the pistons knock it off. And then this way, you don't end up when it's 3 blocks tall. Sometimes the sugarcane up there can just fall down onto the block instead of actually getting collected. So this way, it's slightly more efficient. Also, maybe slightly more laggy. But anyway, it's fine. It'll work totally fine. If you want to see how the actual redstone back here goes, it's literally just server powers that block and then it feeds into the pistons. Only works on Bedrock because redstone automatically feeds into pistons. Only on Bedrock. So really fancy, really simple, and really quick to build. It only took me about half an hour. And once we get all of the rows fully filled up, it'll run really fast. So with that done, I need to go figure out what to do next. I wonder if Fast Me said anything about that when I was recording before. I'm gonna go check and see. And the answer apparently is no. I didn't have any plans for what I was gonna do after I built all these farms, so now, I've got to come up with an idea for what we're gonna do. First thing, we're gonna knock that sign down because it's all done. And yeah, we're gonna ignore the rest of that because I don't think I'm gonna build any more farms. We did 4 already. So what I think I'm going to do now is potentially look at making some shops. So we've been talking about where we're gonna set up the actual shopping district, and I do have things that I could sell. I don't imagine anyone's really gonna buy like any of this stuff, but I can make a shop for it anyway. Why not? So just for all the farms around here, I could just set up some kind of big old shop and just start selling everything from it. So I'm going to go off and figure out where exactly we're going to be setting up the shopping district, and I think start it off by building the first shop and get some things sold. Or not, just things in chests that no one's gonna buy. It'll be fine. It'll work out great. Don't worry about it. Alright, after flying around for a little bit of time, I think I figured out where we're going to be going. So, Sonic mentioned he wanted to do a base around here, so we can't do this area right here, which is honestly where I was going to put it, but we shan't. And then we want a pretty decently big area to do shopping district, so it can get bigger throughout the season. We also want it to be relatively centralized-ish, because this is just the very tip of the island that we have to work with. I've never even looked at the world on this. So this is just one tip. We have a massive island that we're building on. And this is just like one tiny little tip of it. It goes a very long way off in that direction. I've actually flown all the way over there and seen just how far off it is. So I know that where I'm thinking of starting it isn't the most central. It's pretty far over on this side of the island. But I think given where everyone is now, everyone's kind of still over there right now. And then if we start expanding out this way, it'll still remain fairly close. And then, of course, we're going to have a nether hub set up soon enough. So it shouldn't be too difficult to get, if people end up basing way down at the other end of the island, they'll be able to fly over here. But I'm thinking this giant landmass right here. So you can see where it gets cut away by the river, tracing all the way down over there. It cuts back in, and then that's a separate landmass right there. There's mountains, it swings up and around, curls up, and encompasses some of that dark oak forest down there. You can see there's a little hint of blue right through there, and that's the river that runs through around there. So it'd be from here all the way over to the beginning of the birch forest on the other side of this area. It's a huge area. I think first things probably get like a centralized portal set up, and remove the trees. Move the trees. People can figure out how they want to work around all the terraforming around here. But I'm gonna remove all the trees and then get a centralized portal set up somewhere in storyline. I can't do a time lapses. It's a whole thing. I'm gonna do a time lapse of this because this is something that's gonna look kind of cool, I think, on a time lapse, just trees disappearing. So I'm gonna do a time lapse. Storyline, it's not possible, but whatever. I'm doing time lapse anyway. So cue the time lapse. All right, so the first thing I'm thinking is we put in a giant, like, a circle plaza with a massive fountain in the center and then a portal on one of the ends. So I've built up a rough shape of a circle following the circle generator thing. I need to get slow falling because I can't look at it very easily from up here. I think that I like that. Yeah, basically takes up the entire top of this mountain, which is exactly what I wanted. You'll come out up top here, and then we'll have little staircases leading down to the actual shops around. So now I just gotta terraform the mountain up, make it actually flat, and fill it all in, and try and build a fountain. Well, I have been very busy for the last couple hours. To be fair, most of the time that I spent was flying back and forth between my base, getting the resources, because I had no clue what the heck I was doing. So I was just like, oh, I want to build this block, I want to build that block, and I fly back here. So I need to get a portal set up over here. But it is done, and I haven't looked at it from the air, so let's do that real quick. Whoop, fly away, and spin around. I like it. All right. Yeah, I like that. Yes. Okay. I was concerned about the fountain. I wasn't sure. So I don't build fountains. I don't mess around with like decorations and stuff. So I don't do fountains, and you know, I don't like the iron bars. The iron bars have to be there else the water spills all over the place. But I wasn't a huge fan of the iron bars. Wasn't a huge fan of just the water stuff. I didn't know if it was too small compared to everything else. But I think compared to the full circle, I think it looks good. I think it's a decent size. So yeah, I like that. It's a nice little centerpiece for shopping district part A. Just the area over here before we inevitably do a part B over there. So this will be the hub part A, and then we can do a part B hub, part C hub, or how many ever different areas we designate of the shopping district. I think this looks good. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I like how the contrastiness. Also the fact that I can just build out of iron blocks now because iron farms and stuff. Um, these big spaces, these big open quadrants in here, I didn't really know what to do. And B, I think it'd be really cool if Sonic came over and put a couple custom trees in each of them. I haven't talked to him about that at all. He doesn't know that I'm expecting him to do it, but I'm gonna go tell him that, hey, you need to build custom trees and stuff, and it'll be great. Um, yeah, I'm really happy with how this place turned out. I think it looks very good, and I know I said that we were gonna do this and then we were gonna work on shops and stuff, build a couple shops, but I think that the shops are gonna have to wait for the next episode because I think this one's starting to run on a little bit long. You know, it's also been multiple months in recording simply because I stopped recording for like a month. So I'm going to end it here and hopefully get this out by the end of this week. That shouldn't be a problem if I spend some time editing the next couple days and get it all done and ready. It should be out fairly soon. And then I can, keep working on more videos and keep doing that and stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this episode here for today. Got a whole bunch of farms built over at the farm district at the beginning of our shopping districts. It's kind of a little central hub set up. Next episode, we'll build a couple shops. But oh, one last thing. I have a Twitch channel. It should be linked down in the description. So, go check that out. I stream on there fairly regularly, just playing a bunch of different games, not Minecraft. Minecraft streams will continue to stay on this channel, but over on Twitch, just, whatever other games I feel like playing, I'll play over there. So if you want to, drop that, drop a follow over there so you can stop by whenever I go live. And yeah, with all that said, I would just like to say thank you all ever so much for watching this video. It really does mean a lot to me. So leave a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to catch more videos from me in the future. And with that said, I'll hopefully see all of you all in the next episode. So, God bless. Have a fantastic day. Goodbye. Bye.